in the hole. Oh. What's up, everyone? If you don't know where you're at, this is the Super Critical Interactive FPV show. My name is DadBodDadBod, and I'm joined by some awesome faces, both old and new. I'm joined by Dan Z, FuzeFPV, and Jinx.
Yo.
What's up, fellers?
What's going on?
What's going on?
I am so excited about this show. We are going to try out a bunch of new things and new formats, new scoring, a new app. But before we get into that, how's everyone been doing? I saw everyone yesterday at a super cool event that was held in Chicago by Chicagoland FPV, and I think Fuse, you didn't fly.
Yeah, I didn't. I came late to the party. But I'll definitely be back next one though.
Yeah, that was who organized that yesterday? That was Rex Snow.
Right.
See how long my chain go? Right on, brother. Sit back and watch me work my angle. Right on, brother. I'm about to let my fucking nuts hang. Right on, brother.
That was a flawless timing system.
It was really good.
That timing system had no hiccups. Yeah. Oh, I it's been so long. I was just under the impression that it always was so consistent. It started getting.
The hostess, please. Parties like it's supposed to be with no police. Oh, this fucking place is a zoo. I'm gonna start acting a fool. When he's something to shoot, pew, pew. I'll be like, pew, pew. Shut the fuck up. My dad told me, you're making too much noise. You know what I'm saying? He whooped my ass. But that's the reason the way I am. Came from the dead, started moving 100% of anything kinetically. This haven't been done in a minute. I'm gonna dig it, I'm loving it, feeling, I'm thinking I'm down, but I don't even want to rap like that. But I could if I act like that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was incredible.
Get him hit in the head with a bat like that. I'm about to let my fucking nuts hang. Right on, brother. Donuts in the Mustang. Right on, brother. See how long my chain
So, Danzy, you designed the course layout. That was really great. Lots of gates that were supplied by Dave Goddard, Mobility Gates, Good Venture Drones, Rex Snow. I mean, that is the most gates I've seen ever.
Yeah, and we didn't even use them.
There
all.
were some nice gates.
Your favorite rapper don't write, he's a con, dude. That's true.
I know, Jinx, you put up your Instagram,
Yep.
but we can't. No
No,
YouTube.
no, YouTube.
Who else? Who else am I missing from the? I had a great time. Who else am I missing from the organizer list? Yeah, it was cold.
It was 8 in the morning.
Yeah. Brr.
So I'm looking at the chat. I see some familiar faces. Big Water UAV Solutions is out there. Fly Zone Drone. What up? What up? Ghosted is out there, and Jinx is already. While we get just warmed up, we usually start out with a pilot that Dan Z wants to put a spotlight on. What do you got today, Dan Z?
Let's do domestic. I'm good with domestic.
Yeah, domestic.
Oh, it's so noisy up here.
Yeah.
Turn up all the power.
I wonder which is he gonna? Do we know if he's gonna go to the new DJI or is he gonna go? To, yeah.
All right. Another signal check.
If I was gonna start today with DJI, I'd probably start with the new goggles.
Those felt
under here.
pretty comfortable.
There's no traffic, which is great.
I read a couple of your comments, Dan Z. It's not a sure thing, like in terms of improvement. It's definitely improved, but
I can even see my
to go from DJI like version 1 V2 to the new, that's where I think kind of held up.
Good.
Building reminds me of the Oakbrook
93.
kind of.
Oh yeah, it looks like it.
What?
It's pretty windy.
Are those caps?
Is he inside? Is he in the parking lot garage?
In this building.
Oh my god.
Man, what is he doing?
You better have like all
This
the
is
drone
awesome.
savers there.
Shit, right here.
You'd have to do the drone with a hook or
There could be a
pulling the net behind the drone kind of thing.
Nope. It's a courtyard.
Come on. Oh man, you know you want to go in there. Do it.
Such an interesting design, that building.
Shit right here.
I think Ballman was the first Gem fan, like one of the first, if not the first, Gem fan sponsored pilots. I think that's what Doom.
Oh yeah, that looks good. That look good.
He's one of the pilots that I think I'd want to fly with.
Oh. Alright, they're coming after me.
Luxo says he can't hear you, Dan.
Thanks, Flexo.
I'm just gonna go right to it.
Man, I just want him to go in the middle. That looks
like in that trench. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We got Waldo in the chat.
I don't know if he's working on it or not.
Oh.
There we go.
Waldo.
They should be able to hear me now.
You guys confirm that Dan Z can be heard.
They should, yeah, they should be able to hear me now. Jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise.
So it's that time of year. I'm sure you and everybody that you know are getting sick and their brains getting fogged up. Whatever, that may be a moment I'm having right now.
Hey, try medicine ball at Starbucks.
Oh,
Medicine
yeah.
ball?
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that.
It's so good when you're sick.
It's tasty, too.
Come on, get in the middle.
Waldo in the chat.
Ooh, battery.
This guy's got a
Get in
battery
there.
that lasts for days.
He just made the switch to 6S too. I think he's flying 6S 1100s.
Nice.
And I actually just got 6S as well. 6S 1100.
Oh, welcome.
Oh.
Now you can use all your 4S batteries on the DJI goggles.
Yeah, there you go. There you
That's
go.
what happens.
All right. So that was the domestic flight. Let's go foreign. Let's go foreign now. Czech FPV. I believe he's Italian.
Czech FPV is Italian? Is that Czech?
I think so. This opening move here is pretty sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is good, right?
Oh,
Yeah, that was good.
So
That was nice.
satisfying.
That was good. Oh,
I was Phoenix also released another video today, but I've spotlighted Phoenix quite a few times already. Not about to spotlight him again. That dude, I think, is still kind of underrated. I mean, check this spot out. This spot is pretty
that's giving me
sick.
ideas.
Danish Stallions in the house.
Danish.
Yay!
Nobody does it like Dan. I had to wait for him.
I like that one.
It was
Yeah, this
16
spot is so
Franco
sick.
fly with a dildo.
Bro.
It was 16 Franco fly a micro with a dildo. That was the Avada.
Yeah, that was a trip. I liked it. I mean, it was cool. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Mobility said I can rivet around, so it's like I'm pressing the
Yeah,
trigger
you
all the way
said
down.
Yeah, more Billy.
You were ripping that thing faster than I would have felt comfortable with, but it seems like that controller is very intuitive, huh? The motion controller.
It gives a lot of confidence that, you know, because it's more of the stopping confidence, right? Like when you release, it stops. It's almost on a dime, almost.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
that's where the confidence came from to go fast. Is that okay? And you know, it looked really nice, and you could see everything. So
I watched Steele's video when he was playing
Oh,
with
12
that, and
pack
he really
joining
sent
us in
it.
the chat.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, 12 pack?
oh
And
snap.
33, what up, bro?
12 pack, what's up? Danish 33.
What up? What up? All right. So any more Dan Z before we move on?
Waldo in the chat. He's saying it's a familiar grip.
Yeah,
So
it was a little bit bigger than I'm used to. It was aspirational.
But yeah, that was that last video. That was a short one. Can we watch that one again? That was only like a minute and some
Yeah.
odd.
Yeah, let's watch it.
Because that one was really sick.
And that spot is amazing.
Yeah. Here we go. Queuing it up again
It's only-
to check FPV.
Only the foreigns, man. They got these nice ass places.
This move right here is dope.
So it's loop. Oh, it's not loop. It's like
Shoo.
I like the way he decided to enter that, and that he's doing it from like so high. That's some confidence in those Maddies.
yeah, spot
And then
sick.
here, this setup between the two buildings, it's so great
Yeah, oh,
because you have stuff on the periphery. That really gives you that sense of speed.
Really good flow, man, too.
Yeah. He does a really sick thing into a Maddie here to come out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like all over and he's doing like a lot of things. That's that 6S power, baby.
How do you know he could be 4S?
I don't know, yeah.
He could be 4S. I don't know. But there we go. Check
Nice.
FPV out of what I believe is Italy. 33 FPV would like to see Ox Plumes fly this spot. Me too.
Ox
Me
plumes
too.
is
I'd
just
like to
dope.
see ox plumes fly any spot.
Any spot. Yeah.
That dude is insane. I would like to see so many pilots come and fly our local spots.
Yeah. See their interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
That's a lot of the fun.
That spot we gotta. Anytime somebody comes here, the first place is CBS that we gotta take them. It seems like.
While we can, you know.
Shout out
the-
to George for finding that spot in the first place.
Yeah.
No problem, guys. No problem.
Is time limited at CVS? Did someone buy the building or something?
I don't think so.
I mean, every place is time
No.
limited. Eventually, someone's bound to come and change it up in one way or another, right? Like those spots, when you have those spots that you can go to and fly whenever you want, for however long you want, enjoy it while you can because it won't last forever. Like Comfy Bando in Florida,
Yeah.
right? That was a staple and that got demolished. Pearson out here, that was
Ooh,
all day,
yeah.
every day if you wanted to. Free power, and then that got
Free
shut
power.
down.
Paylocity was that way for a long time.
Paylocity was that way.
It was
Yeah.
an all
I mean,
day,
you
all
know,
night spot.
Well, CBS has power too.
CVS
Yeah.
has power, yeah. So while we can, you know, those spots, no spot lasts forever.
But it's so cold.
Blue
It's
Star
so
will be
cold
there
out
forever.
We'll
Yeah.
put a heater, man. Nobody's
So
gonna stop it.
we have some changes that we're trying to implement today.
Yeah. So
Ain't that right, Franco?
Yeah, so there's two things we want to talk about. The changes to the scoring and how we score, as well as a super critical video contest sponsored by Fly High FPV.
Yep.
And let's talk about the contest first, and then talk about the scoring and the app and all that stuff, and flow right into it. So we are doing another super critical video contest, and this one is going to be sponsored by longtime show friend Fly High FPV.
That's right.
Owns the shop, flyhighfpv.com. That's the website, if I'm not mistaken, right? It has the FPV. Yep. And so, what are the deets, Dan Z, in terms of dates and entry length and all that stuff?
So dates we are going to be having. Let me pull it up right now. Oh my gosh, I should have had this ready. Okay, here we go. So submissions are going to be due January 23rd. So that gives you guys over a month. Submissions are due January 23rd, and then we're going to do the live stream with the live audience voting on February 6th. And there are a bunch of prizes. There's going to be cash prize.
Fly High
There's
just
going to
won,
be
too.
a set of motors put up by Fly High FPV.
Sponsorship.
Fly High FPV sponsorship. And I think those are the prizes as they stand right now. So we're gonna have some. We're gonna be putting on blast some. Oh my gosh, that fog, that cold fog, is taking over my brain right now.
It's 1 minute entries, so up to 60 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Fly High FPV is going to be collecting all of the video entries. And here's the big difference from last year is that we will select prior to the live stream event the top 10. So on that show, it'll just be the top. I think it's the top 10.
Yeah.
The top 10, and then live audience voting and live judge voting on the top 10. But we are going to pre-select, so we won't have the a 12-hour live stream like last year.
Jesus.
That was traumatic. I had to take
Whole
2 days off.
marathon.
46-hour live stream. That was the contest last year.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So Fly High is collecting the votes. He says it's a set of T-Motor F60 Pros 17560 kV.
I think
And
that's 1750. I think that might be a typo.
That's a new model.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
17,000 kV.
17,000.
17,000 kV 6S.
That's a lot of KVs.
Yeah, it's to the moon. On ARM. What is it? 1700? Or is it 1750?
1750. It gotta be
1750,
1750, right?
That, I would imagine that's 6S, right?
That's the Wi-Fi.
It's something around that number. That's got to be a 6S set of motors.
So nice package, and of course you've won a super critical video contest. So more details to come. Join the Discord server. We'll have the listing up and all the links, but you got the dates. It's 23rd of January is the submission date, and then the show is 2 weeks later. So
right.
Cool. Having said that, so talking about the new scoring, Google Forms is done. Multiple links is over. We are now in the future. So if you what is that? What is that? Is that my phone?
I don't know. I hear something.
What's that?
I have no idea. Oh. So in the description of the video of the YouTube link, as well as I think on screen, right, Dan Z?
Yes. So on the screen, you'll see we have a couple ways for you to access the voting system we got going on. So it's going to be live voting.
So you can do it on your phone.
Yep.
You could do it in another tab, and you only need to do it once. And you could leave it open for the whole live stream. It automatically advances. We'll watch a video, and then you'll score as you always have. And we're only going to watch the video once. So, get a sense of the video, assign the score, and then in real time we'll see the results, and we'll just talk about them. And I will use the first one as an example. We've made the scoring system instead of 1 out of 5 for each of the categories. It's now basically 1, 2, and 3. And if it's a 1, it needs improvement, right? It takes away from the video. If it's a 2, there's no impact. And if it's a 3, it means that, hey, the intentionality made this video better. The idea here of making the scoring system simpler is that at the end, when pilot 1 sees his score, he can just kind of think, if he got 2s on intentionality, speed, variety, and originality, then that's not helping or hurting. But if he gets a 1 on production quality of the video, then he knows or she knows that, hey, next time I post up a video, maybe I should work on the production quality, because the production quality of the video that I showed is hurting, right? Or the same goes for intentionality. It also tells the pilot what they're doing right. So it just is a clearer way for pilots to walk away with feedback they can use or keep in mind the next time they go out and have a session or post up a video. And I think it also makes it a lot easier for the audience to figure out, hey, is this, was this like speed? Like, why give that 5? Why not just give it 3? It's like either the speed of the flight was hurting this video, it was helping this video, or it was fine, which is a 2.
Right.
And then we'll get the live average. So 3 is the perfect score now because it's an average. But we are keeping the genetic qua point as a separate slide. And if you get the genetic qua point, that gives you 0.2 added to your average. So you can score anything at a 2.8 average or above is considered, and you get the genetic qua will be perfect. And it's a lot easier when we just kind of do it. So having said that,
Marcel has a question. They want to know if they can still submit a video.
In the Discord server, because we're only watching once through now and discussing a little bit, I think we're going to get through a lot more videos now. But in the Discord server, you can put your video in. We've already set up the randomizer, so we're going to go through the randomized videos. But if we have time during the live stream, we're going to pick up all the other videos that that weren't in the randomizer or we missed in previous weeks. We're going all out today.
No vodka tonight, Fly Zone. I mean, I still have this absolutely horrendous bottle that
That'll
I
make you feel
drank
better.
on stream last time. I don't think it'll make me feel better.
That'll make
though.
you
It's
feel
gonna-
so much better.
That will send me south real quick.
Hey, is the sponsorship gonna get to smoke with Fly High or no?
Fly High, do you sponsor probably get to smoke with you? That's the question.
That's going to be in the fine print.
So, if everyone could just go to the link in the description or go to menti.com, use the code 57109229. You should all be seeing this screen if you're on your mobile phone. If you click yes, that tells us you're here. You hit submit. And then once I see 5 people in, we will go to the first randomized video.
Yeah, and the thing that's nice about all this is that you're not really going to have to do much as the viewer. You're not going to have to keep clicking links, toggling back and forth. You just keep this link open the one time, and you'll be able to vote on all the videos as they come up.
It's like auto magical.
Auto magical.
All right, I see 5, which means that we are going to watch a video by FuzeFPV. The randomizer has chosen.
The randomizer has spoken.
Oh, I thought you guys threw the randomizer away.
No, randomizer stays.
The randomizer,
Randomizer is the great equalizer.
Damn randomizer.
All right, here we go. This is so now that I've seen we've hit the minimum number of voters. This one's called Sunset Tower.
Timmy Drones.
Timmy Drones.
I just envy any video that doesn't have snow in it right now.
Facts.
Whoa. Got George Lucas to do the transitions. Whoa, hello.
Little
What?
fence ride.
What was that?
That surprised him so much he did a Rubik's Cube afterwards. He was like, oh shoot. Has Timmy Drones submitted on here before?
Yeah.
He has, okay. Oh. Pause.
Wonder if you could fit a drone through the gaps at the top of that tower.
I like this track.
Nice. Oh,
That was nice.
all right,
There
that's
we
it.
go. Timmy
once
Drones.
Once you've scored, go ahead and click submit, and we're seeing the scores come back in real time. I'm just gonna let that play for a little bit. We got 4 votes in so far, 5 votes in, 6 votes in. I love this. I love it.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts, Franco, based on that viewing?
Yeah, I agree with the scores that are on the screen. I think that speed here kind of stuck out as an area of improvement. I like the difficulty of everything, and I felt it was intentional. And now it's just about layering in some speed, and I think that'll create kind of an increased sense of excitement. So I'm agreeing with what I'm seeing on screen here, where speed is I think the area of focus for the next time is just picking up the lines. What do you think, Jinx?
I think that it's good. Like, I like that. I like to see the gaps getting hit. There's a lot of open flying, and there's like not a lot going on for a while, and then they'll hit like a tree gap or something that I want him to go underneath that to touch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have, like, first of all, Timmy, thank you for submitting the video and sharing with us. Glad you're going out and ripping. And I don't know if this is recent or if this is far back. It looks like all the trees are dead. I'm very envious of no snow on the ground. From a production standpoint here, the one thing I'm noticing is you're really enjoying the use of these preset transitions.
Yeah, those transitions.
One of the things that I might recommend, instead of going through your list and choosing a bunch of different transitions, you might want to try do something that's a little more thematic, right? Like stick with one transition potentially and using that repeatedly over and over. Otherwise, I feel like it starts giving that impression of like, oh, I just started using a video editor and I'm just using every effect and every transition that's available to me.
All right.
That would be my recommendation. Just kind of when you're putting together your next video, that's something to consider.
So average score was a 1.9. Not bad. Again, thank you for submitting. And I've just moved the slide over to the JinxFPV point. If you're not familiar with the JinxFPV point is, I think the best way is when you watch this video, would you either share it with someone for them to watch it, or would you watch it again? I think that's the easiest way to say, hey, this tingled my dingles. I really like what I saw. So go ahead and give it a no or a yes. Hit submit. And it looks like we're landing on a not this time. So, Timmy Drones, I hope that you found some places that, that you can improve in also, very enjoyable stuff. So thank you very much for sharing. And having said that, let's move on. Are you ready to score? Are you ready to score the next video? Oh man, we're moving so fast. It's like light speed. We're in the future now.
This is nice.
Let's get to at least 5 before we go to the next one. All right.
Yeah, and again, just I feel like we reiterate this sometimes, but these scores are not the value of your worth as an FPV pilot or human being. This is just kind of honest feedback to help you kind of to improve. Definitely don't take it to heart if things don't feel as strong as you might want them to. We're just here to push you and try to make that next video even better.
All right. Up next, we got SwiftDuckFPV. The randomizer has chosen. This one's called First Sesh with DJI 03 Air Unit FPV freestyle.
I instantly noticed. I was like, this looks different.
So many frames per second. Oh my God.
60 frames per second.
Yes.
I gotta say, the quality of the camera on that is pretty impressive. As far as like a built-in solution to FPV camera, you know, and the actual video camera, it's pretty nice. So the one thing that is also interesting about it is that it's reintroducing kind of like FPV flight videos from 2016, 17-ish, where they all had props in view. That is something that's gonna be coming back now.
I
The
wonder if
footage
people are
to
gonna
me looks
start
great.
I wonder if people are going to start making clear props now. So that it's way
I
less.
mean, the prop on the left is clear.
Yeah. I mean, you can hardly tell unless you got
Yeah.
glare showing off.
Yeah, when it catches the light, you can see it a lot more.
Now, Dan, did you put your 03 unit in a quad that didn't have it before? Like, had you flown it before?
I put it in my Vanny Styles.
Okay, so you didn't run a GoPro on it then after that?
No, I did. I haven't
Okay.
run it. Well, I've flown it without. So the weather has been so cold and so shit that I haven't really gotten a chance to really fly. Like, I haven't tested it to its limits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if you had run it without a GoPro, like, did you have to make changes to your pitch, like, dramatically? Like,
Changes to what?
your pitch.
Oh,
You're not
that's a
running
good
a camera
question.
on top.
Probably.
So the
Like,
O3 Air, the O3 Air unit does have an option for stabilization. That's
Yeah, right.
my understanding. And then you pick that, like, when do you select whether or not that's going to be on?
The
Before you fly.
stabilization.
Right
Yeah.
before you fly?
It's not a post thing like Insta360, right? It's just like having an action tube, basically. You set it, and that's what it's going to be.
You do that through the goggles to turn it
Yep.
on and off?
Yep. Shutter speed, all that stuff. It's just a menu.
He's flying right into the sun, and there is like no gel on. It's I don't know.
That was very flowy.
All right,
So
so that's the video. Everyone hit submit if you haven't done it already. Man, look at I love the scoring happening in real time. I love seeing the average. We'll give it like another couple seconds here before we start talking about it. Fuse, what'd you think?
I really liked the beginning, right off, took off and then inverted. And he has like a really nice flow. Like, I'm really digging it, man. Nice.
Yeah, SwiftDuck is definitely he's submitted on here a bunch of times.
Yeah.
He's definitely a skilled pilot, and he's got that.
You got
It's
those
kind of hard to
inverted
place
logs.
it because it's not quite spang, but it's also It's kind of like it's just his own kind of thing that he's got going on.
So taking a look at the scores, looks like intentionality, solid 3. And I have a tendency to agree. And on the other end of the spectrum, it looks like originality and production quality of the video, where maybe areas of improvement.
And the originality thing, I wonder if that has to do a little bit with just like, I know this might sound like a reach, but I wonder if it has anything to do with how high he's flying above the ground.
I think
You know what I mean?
I think its other thing is location too. I think almost every FPV pilot has flown a similar looking feel to this. So, I mean, SwiftDuck knows how to rip. That's obvious, but you know, it is a primarily flat field with some sparse trees in it. And I think, you know, we see a lot of that kind of content. So it's hard to really kind of differentiate just from visuals, right? But
Yeah.
so I have a tendency to agree.
I
Looks
feel
like
those are sometimes challenging when you got a big open field and you gotta be really creative with your flying, you know?
And I think he does that. I just think Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to also think, because it's just the fact that it is mostly field flying, which means like he has the creativity in his kind of way that he's linking tricks together and whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Sometimes, like, it's even harder for a lot of people. Like, they go in the field and it's just open. And most of the time, you don't know what you're like trying to attempt to do. But it looks like he's doing like a nice ball. I like that one.
Yeah.
I like how it seems like he's flying to the music. Like it seems to be like synced up. I don't know if he's listening to the music when he's actually flying or if this is coincidence.
Yeah, that music was perfect with it.
Fit.
Yeah.
All right, so we have an average score of nice job, Swift Duck. Thank you for submitting. Average score of 2.5.
That's really good.
Yeah, pretty good. And then we'll do the Je ne sais quoi point that should have loaded up. Is this something that you would watch again? We got a yes. Would you share it with a friend? We'll give this just a couple seconds. I think that you would have to have scored an average of 2.8 in order for the Je ne sais quoi point to throw you into the perfect category where we would send you a shirt. But I think this is, we've said it a million times before. This is arguably the most important point to win because regardless of any of the categories, if you're able to create a video that people are really feeling, digging, would watch again or share, I think you're doubly, triply winning. So looks like we're landing in the yes category. So Swift Duck total score with the Je ne sais quoi point is a 2.7. Someone honking at
What is
me?
that sound?
I think that's coming from George.
George, you cutting people off?
I think he's got some
You got a
beeping.
semi truck behind you?
Yo,
He's driving and streaming.
Yo, low-key, Mo Billy just told me to look out the window. So I don't know if he has a drone or not.
All right. We are at sweet. Plenty of people watching and willing to vote. That is awesome. Up next, the randomizer has chosen Danish Stallion.
Danish Stallion.
Danish. Whatever.
Marcel off Axis had a comment kind of just back talking to Swift Duck. Originality is the type of flying, so there's a lot of the similar types of flying around ripping style videos. I think it would do justice changing locations in the video with some transitions.
Hey, that's a great comment.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the other thing. So, due to the limitations of the new kind of application that we're using, we can't collect the comments. But we discussed it when we were looking at this, and we thought that we would encourage everyone to comment in the chat. I think that the comments are some of my favorite stuff to read out. So maybe we'll take a little bit of pause after we look at the Je ne sais quoi points just to scan to see if there's any kind of constructive criticism that's actually written in the chat that we can call out. So I definitely don't want to lose that part. The comments, reading off the comments was some of my favorite part of the scoring from before. So having said that, we're on to the next pilot. Danish Stallion. This one's called Proximity Alert.
Nay! I think we can hear you, hear ourselves in your feed there, George. Danish, a Florida Ripper.
Nice entrance.
Also got to meet him. Danish, an OG. Danish has, I think he has been here maybe even since episode 1. But he's been around a minute. He's gotten a perfect score before. And dude shreds.
One of the... Whoa! That was
I like
sweet.
that.
Ooh.
That was sick.
Control. Yeah. He's gonna Maddie out. Yes. Oh, I was waiting for that.
Oh, yeah.
You stinker.
Get the loop too.
You
God,
stinker.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Ah.
It was good once. It was good once. I'm glad you went for the second time. That was sick.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this one.
It's so thrilling. It's rewarding. It's like when you like I want to see them do that, and then they do exactly what you think
Yeah.
they're gonna do. It's just like yes.
Yeah. And those gaps are tight. Like
That's like,
Yeah. They
those
seem like
gaps
they're
are tight.
just big enough for the quad to fit through.
it seems like everybody's remaking this song ever since Stranger Things, and I still like it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Danish. Yeah, Danish. Flying with
Nice.
his totally destroyed props.
Give that one-
Oh, and we got
I
the
like
nay.
that.
Nice job,
And we
Danish.
got the nay.
Dan,
If
can
you
I press
haven't
the
hit
fire button?
submit,
Where's the fire button?
Oh, I'm the keeper of the fire button.
Man,
I'm the keeper of the fire button.
all right.
And we'll
So
see. We'll
hit-
see
hit
what
submit.
the audience has to say.
So on the high side, it looks like it looked very intentional to those who voted. Looked very difficult. I have a tendency to agree.
Mhm.
From an improvement standpoint, I think production quality of video might be an area, as well as originality. And whenever it comes to production quality of video, I guess, Dan Z, what do you think? Do you agree that for this particular
Yeah.
video?
Like, here's the thing. Like, it was just a very straightforward FPV freestyle rip. And I don't think that thinking back on Danish's other videos, I don't think he ever really does B-roll, that sort of thing, very often. But I think that might be something he can kind of potentially introduce to his videos to plus it up. Like, because there weren't cuts in the video. Potentially, if he shot some sort of B-roll, some sort of thing to kind of transition us from one moment to the next, that could just add that layer of production quality on top of things. That would be that would be my suggestion, to just kind of take an already awesome video and make it even better.
Solid. So some thoughts for you, Danish, maybe something to think about the next time you're prepping to do another upload. Quality stuff. We always love watching you. It looks like the average score here was a 2.7, and we'll move on to the JinxFPV point. On this particular one, I'm gonna go. All right, so we'll give that a couple seconds here. We'll give it I even have a fancy countdown. Check that out. 10 seconds to collect the JinxFPV point. Man, we are living in the future. The future is here.
But that gnarly column Maddie and then power loop situation,
Yeah,
that was good.
that is hard
That
stuff.
was good. I would
That
if
is
you
hard.
went and completed the 2 power loops in a row, that would have been so sick. But I'm actually very happy that you showed us that you went for it and crashed. I don't think it took away from it. You know what
No.
I mean? No.
Because you
That's all right.
completed
If you
it, and then
if you would have done 2 in a row, Dan would have been like, I wish you would have done 3. So, high
So,
standards.
You
definite-
sound like my mother.
a definite yes on the JinxFPV point, giving you a total score of 2.9, just an average score of 2.9, just 1/10 away from the perfect Danish Stallion. Always a pleasure to
2.9.
watch your stuff. Thank you very much for submitting. I
is-
look forward.
He is in Florida, right?
Yes.
Because in Florida they got that heat, and he's setting the place on fire.
All right. All right. We're ready to move on. Just waiting
Good
for a
job,
couple people.
Danish. Oh,
to
it's been a
say-
minute since we've seen a Danish Stallion video, and
Worth
you
the
know,
wait.
dude is awesome guy, and great ripper. So I'm glad to get another dose of the Stallion.
Sweet. People have spoken with the voting form. They are ready to score the next video. Up next, we have Average FPV. Has selected.
Average.
Wonder what he's
Oh,
flight.
dude.
Oh, okay.
He always has something original.
Yeah, something different. I think we've seen Average fly a 5-inch once, maybe, but everything else has been smaller or 3 motors only. This one's a Subway 250 Snowfield.
Wake up, George.
All right, here we go. This is Average FPV Subway
See, this
250
is-
Snowfield.
This is a little more, you know, what I'm expecting to see around my neck of the woods. Danish was saying in the chat that he has been on a bit of a freestyle break for a few months. And I get that, man. I think, winter has come around at kind of the perfect time for me personally to be a natural break. I typically in the winter time don't really fly. Was there a moment there in this video where he was doing 3D, or did that? Or
No, he just kind
he
of
just
got
hung it.
yeah, hung inverted.
Ah, that's 3D.
Is it? Is it?
Was it?
I don't think so. I think it was just super floaty.
He seemed to hold. Oh, it's
no,
a
it's
wing.
a wing.
It's a wing.
What?
I don't know. I don't know anything about drones.
Oh, it didn't look like it was a wing when it was
I
flying.
know. We gotta watch that again now that we know it's a wing. It was
That was a
minute
one
18.
stable wing.
It's a
Dude.
wing.
That
Oh,
was
the
so
one
stable.
stable wing, dude.
Usually, you
Wing
know when you're
dingling
watching
over
a wing.
here.
Yeah, wings be swinging everywhere.
Hence
At
the
least it's not a
line.
kite. I mean,
Wow.
I think the one thing I can always say about Average, I always like his music choice.
That's why it looked like that when it was.
Yeah, how is it this stable? Is this GoPro?
Maybe.
Usually they don't put a like
Or some kind of
exact
camera?
GoPro. You know,
Action camera? Yeah, they put action cameras on wings.
I thought that they're like typically too heavy. Like,
Wouldn't that be
especially
too
private
heavy?
stuff.
Yeah.
Balance.
Nah,
beam.
I think people do still. I mean, it definitely does make
Or
them
maybe
heavier.
an Insta would be nice on that one.
I know the O3 air unit is
That was nice.
going to be great for
That's
a lot of
crazy.
wing pilots. A lot of wing pilots are going to be using it.
This one's this was a little bit more difficult to score for me, because the it's typical.
Great landing, man.
So, here's what I would say.
Tough. Let me see here.
If I were to set like a bar for a freestyle wing video, it would be what's that guy's name? Shelby Vol.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
guy. If you guys haven't seen a Shelby Vol wing video before, and I don't, there's probably other dudes out there that kill it on like the freestyle wing thing. But he's the guy that I would say does the equivalent of proxy flying in FPV, but with wings. And I know at Rampage we saw him, and he was going for some crazy gaps, and yeah. Yeah, and 12 Pack a Day is saying that they definitely run GoPros. Wings come in a lot of different sizes.
But this one was
30
my.
Yeah, 33 was saying in the chat, if you like wings, check out Shelby Vol. I used to fly with him in Rally.
I wonder though, the name of this video being Subway 250, I was thinking of a sub 250 gram quad, but I don't know what that means. We typically don't look at the
Maybe it is a
description.
sub 250 wing. Maybe it's a small wing and he's running an Insta-Go or something.
Like an
He got the O3 unit in there.
Yeah, or maybe he's got an O3 unit in there. Who knows?
All right. So taking a
but-
look at the scores.
Yeah.
Looks like people loved the intentionality above all else, so that's definitely kind of giving advantage to this video. And then variety is the category that maybe the next time you fly this particular rig, you might want to think. Again, the categories are the scoring is built for FPV freestyle. So to apply it, it doesn't sometimes translate, but you take what you want from it. Average FPV was definitely interesting. The reveal at the end with the shadow was like I gotta watch this again. So
Yeah.
Having said that, let's move on to the genetic quad point. We're coming with an average of 2 on the scores themselves, and let's see here. Genetic quad. I definitely wanted to watch it a second time. So we'll give that a couple seconds here. Looks like it's a toss up. I'm gonna give it a 10-second countdown. Just to collect. It's
Thumbs
neck and
up.
neck.
No, I'm joking.
Neck and neck.
I would definitely say though,
He got the yes.
again, that was a nice cruisy kind of thing. Very scenic. If we're gonna push it in the freestyle, I want to see you kind of shoot some gaps between the trees, fly low and upside down.
3D,
that sort
bro.
of thing.
All right. So total we'll just call it a total score. It's the average plus the genetic qual. If you win it, that's a 2.2 that you walk away with. Average FPV in the new scoring system. Nice job. Always
Nice.
great to see your stuff. Looking forward to the next one. Having said that, let's move on. Who's ready to score the next video?
And thank you everyone that's smashing the vote button, So
Yes.
Yeah.
that's a
going-
good thing. Thank you.
Super awesome. If you have the ability to smash some more, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button.
And smash the like on
think that
YouTube.
helps,
Everybody should like that.
Just smash everything.
Smash all this
Smash it.
stuff.
Just
Grab a plate from your kitchen, smash that.
just
I gotta
start
give a shout out to
destroying things.
Sergio from Fly Zone. He just had a kid 2 days ago.
Oh,
baby.
Mazel tov.
Oh,
Congrats.
congratulations, man.
His name's Franco.
We're gonna
too, I
send
think.
it.
There-
Or Franco, or I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Yeah, named it after you. No.
Yeah,
Oh.
But
Dan
I'm
Z
serious.
and
DadBod,
It's
DadBod.
Franco.
the inspiration, man.
Your baby's still light enough to put them on a quad and fly them around. So all right. So
Don't
up
do
next,
That. Don't do that.
nothing that comes out of my mouth should be taken seriously at all. Up next, the randomizer has chosen FPV.
Eh?
Eh.
I think it's
Is it?
I think it's the
What is
first
it?
time. I don't think it's that. But I'm just reading what it says.
Gillen George here.
FPV.
I'm into it.
All right, and this one is. Let me get this loaded up here. Oh wait, were there any comments? Did we see any comments for average FPV?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, 33 had a good comment.
All right.
Let me scroll up.
Don't want to miss those.
Honestly, it was a great video. It made everyone step back and rewatch. You can't beat that.
Yeah.
That's
Facts.
true. And he's saying that 99% of the viewers here are quad dudes. So
Yeah.
that's
That's
a
how I
great
chose
thing.
my genetic quad point. I was like, because I immediately wanted to watch it again after the first time. So that's for me. That's how I figured that out. All right. This one's called Tree Fighter by FPV, and I think it's the first time we're seeing a FPV video. All right, Tree Fighter.
I don't know why this name gets you every time.
Get in that loop.
Nice. Ooh,
What's up,
close to the
Propstar?
branch.
Looks crispy.
So many trees. F-Core would love this.
Yeah, right.
These are actually an amazing set of trees.
Yeah,
To
100%.
Yeah, these are nice tall ones.
Nice,
clean.
tall, clean. Yeah. All the branches with scraggle are way up high. And so he's got a lot of options here. I love how, like, just right off the bat, I love seeing how he's going.
Where's this at?
Through a bunch. I don't know.
This is in Des Plaines.
Shout out to Displays.
Go.
Yeah, I like that.
Dude, I like this track too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or he's about to start twerking.
Okay, so in watching this, everything that we've seen so far, I have a couple of thoughts. I do have a couple
Boss,
of thoughts.
motherfucker.
One, like, the first thing that I kind of thought just looking at it was that I really enjoyed his kind of use of the space and going and flying around a bunch of the different trees, like this power loop here. Boom, awesome. And this was all a one pack too, I believe, right?
I thought I saw an edit. I might be
Okay, there might have been an edit, but there weren't very many edits, so they were like
long
nice,
ones, yeah.
long, complete lines. That being said, what I'm noticing is okay. So there's an edit. What I'm noticing is that it's mostly just like 99.9% rolls to the left and to the right, and it's a lot of like throttle blip and toss. You know what I mean? So it feels like there's a lot of moments where you're cutting throttle completely, and there's like when you end up doing that, there ends up being kind of a brief shift in your momentum that you can kind of feel. So I would love to see the intentionality of the flight driven by not coming off the throttle so much, and so that would give you more speed, but it would cause you to have a lot more control as well. And I think that's a great way to improve the flight style in this video.
Yeah, I mean, according to the audience scoring intentionality, it looks like you know it's controlled, and you're going for things, but for areas, and that's helping your video in terms of areas of improvement. Looks like speed and production quality of the video are two places that you might think of making some adjustments just to try. I think speed is what Dan was talking about, and I agree. I think if you layer in the speed, I think that throttle on with throttle cut gives a I've heard it described as like a swoopy motion. It looks like you're swooping up and down, and you're changing altitude a lot versus kind of driving. You want to be driving into gaps. I think that might be another place for exploration. Looks like the average score was 2.1 across 7 votes. And
I have another thought to throw in there. A majority of the I wonder if you would consider changing your camera angle, because of a majority of the video, it felt like your horizon was on like the upper quarter of the screen for a good chunk of it, which means that I feel like you have room where you're actually going to be more comfortable going a little bit faster anyway. And then with that, it would in turn tilt your camera up and get your props out of view a little more. Because I noticed you're running hyper smooth. I think I have zero qualms with hyper smooth. I'm not anti hyper smooth in any way, shape, or form. However, seeing those props kind of moving around independently from your flight can be a little distracting at times. So I think naturally your flight style tells me that you want to be flying at a slightly higher angle, and then in turn that can potentially lessen the amount of props that you're seeing kind of flipping, moving up and down in view.
Just looking at the comments here. I don't know if we said what's up to PropSoft. What's up, Props? I know we did say what's up to PropSoft. Flyzone Drone says trees are dicks. And
is in the chat.
Let me see here. Just scanning through, and if we have the randomizer, so those who were able to get their submission in prior to the show starting, we threw them into the randomizer. But we always go for about 2 hours, so because we're kind of with our new format, we're kind of gunning through these, which is pretty cool. Whatever we didn't get to, we will go back to the Discord and play as many as we can that we didn't get to.
Skydocs in the chat as well. Another Florida native. This man makes me jealous every Sunday. He's got his Sunday fun day, going to church, the Church of Quad,
Nice.
with his buddy Dronarchy, who's like, they got a cool thing going on there. They try to set up a challenge every week, and they all kind of chase after it. So, is it trick, or is it a specific trick at a location, or what is the? I think sometimes it's specific to the location, and I think it varies. I think sometimes it's like, here's a trick, find a place to do it, type of situation.
That's cool. What's up?
And Skydoc's a good dude. He does the live stream with Erod and Cricket and Sparkitect.
That's a fun one.
Definitely check them out.
Thursdays. Every other Thursday, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The bi-weekly thing seems to be the way to go.
It's manageable. You get
Manageable.
life. Still have life and do some FPV stuff. It's fun. What was I thinking? Total score on the last one is 2.1 for FPV. And thank you very much. I think that was your first time submitting. Thank you very much. We'd love to see more. We'd love to see constant improvement. So thank you very much for submitting. All right.
Yeah, and that was some really nice flying. I really, enjoyed your choice of location and the way you were using those trees.
Hey,
and
I gotta go,
saw
guys.
All right.
All right, Fuse.
It was nice chilling with you guys. Nice, everything
Nice
was
having
cool.
you.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, man. See you, man.
See ya.
See ya.
Everybody. And I noticed in the chat that had said that he had already bumped up to 30 degrees, and I think that that's probably going to suit you well.
All right. So we have 5 who've said yes to scoring. And if you're just joining us, I see that we have a couple more viewers. You might notice if you've been here before that the scoring looks different. Go to menti.com and use the code 57109229, or just click the link in the description. You can do that on your phone. That's where I'm scoring. You could do it in another tab. We use the same link now for the whole live stream. It automatically moves forward. No need to keep on clicking different Google form links. And you'll catch on. It's all pretty self-explanatory. The scoring's changed a little bit, but we'll talk you through that as you go through. So having said that, plenty of people are ready to score the next one. And we got two.
Light and Austin Spire joining the chat as well.
What's up?
And Starkey. We got
What
people
up?
rolling in. What's up, boys? Light, he put out a video recently flying through a bunch of muck. That was pretty sick. I don't know if you saw it.
I have
but
not
it was
seen
awesome.
Did he submit it? Light, have you submitted? We might be able to get to it.
I don't know.
Anyways, the randomizer has chosen FuzeFPV. Jinx, you want to do the CVS one?
Yes, the CVS one, please.
The CVS one. All right.
Ooh,
There's never
okay.
been a bad CVS video that I've seen, at least.
It's because I never made a cut. Because I couldn't. There was nothing good. I could not. I can never come up with anything good there. All right. Here's FuzeFPV. I'm just running to CVS for a few things, and let me advance the score form. So we're scoring in real time now. We don't watch it a second time and make people go away to score. So when you feel you're ready, you could change, but once you hit submit, that's what gets submitted. So feel free to keep.
I love the reflective quality of the windows.
It has that feel, yes. The music is very appropriate here.
Oh, yeah.
There is one of the things about an F-Core video that I've always noticed is that there is always a tempo, like a consistent amount of tricks being thrown. It's rare that he'll be flying in a straight line for any extended amount of time.
Density.
Density, yes.
I think we had that as a category. We just folded it into maybe the difficulty or the speed. Very dense.
That
line.
is so good. I love that.
That is a very small space too.
It's very small there. Yeah.
It looks big on video, but this is a tiny little area.
And as fast as he's moving through it, it's just like amazing.
Ooh.
Nice edit spot.
Get in there.
That's tight too.
She's got such good throttle control, like.
Whew. Scores are starting to roll in.
I love that, like, going from low to then shooting up the face of that building. Yes.
Like if you got ADD, you could always enjoy one of his videos.
F-Core, the ADD's pilot's favorite ADD pilot. No.
That was really good. Georgie.
Nice.
That was really
Nice.
All right, so go ahead and finish up your scoring. I'm gonna play this one again. I do have some thoughts here, and it's And it's more,
Yeah, let's hear it.
obviously that was sick, right? F-Core's always sick. F-Core's won multiple perfect scores. I think he's won every single in real life contest we've thrown here. So an accomplished pilot for sure. And really, as I was scoring this, I think our scoring system helps here because you're only comparing the video against itself. You know, and so when I look as the scores come in here, intentionality, speed, difficulty, 3s. Everyone agrees this is very controlled, very fast, very difficult. But but there's still a place for improvement because everything's great. But I think that according to what the audience is saying, the production of the video, the production quality of the video might be a place where you might see some gains, right? On an already great video and fun video to watch. So I think that's the audience feedback. The average score here is 2.7 currently. But yeah, you rip. And I know it doesn't necessarily translate because you have to go to this section here. So hard. Like what he's doing is so hard. Like how fast he's going and weaving there. That is such a small little area. It's made for small people.
Austin says he doesn't know how to vote.
Easy enough. So in the description of the YouTube, or you could, there's the link. You click on that. Or you go to menti.com, you can go on your phone, you can go on a new tab, you can go any device you have. It'll open up exactly where we are in the scoring. So you'll be able to submit, and it just stays open. So you slide. And again, for those of you who weren't here for the description earlier, we got rid of the 5-point system for each category. It's only 3. So if you think it's like, if whatever the category is, if you think it's helping the video, it's a 3. If you think that's an area for improvement, so you know the intentionality, it doesn't look controlled, it's hurting the video, that's a 1. If it has no impact, that's a 2. So it's either it's helping, it's hurting, or it's no impact, and that's how we're kind of scoring things these days. And then we use the average, and we'll go through that. So all right, so we got 9 votes in. I think that's a good cross section.
That's a good way to go about it.
Go ahead.
A-Tech's in the house.
A-Tech?
A-Tech. There we go. Who is this shredding? A-Tech, I bet, let me know if you can guess just from watching it a little bit.
I would love to see. All right, so average score here of 2.8. That puts us into contention for the 3-point perfect score. And I'll give a couple seconds here for people to hit. If it tingled their dingles, using Dan's terminology.
Did you guys put a link to the YouTube channel? Yeah, Brad, can you put the link in the chat there?
Got it.
So that's F-Core. F-Core is more active on Instagram than he is on YouTube.
I wish we could do Instagram links. That would be
I wish we could do
sweet.
Instagram Reels too. Yeah, F-Core is an insane pilot. And if you don't know, now you know.
I think it's pretty safe to say je ne sais quoi, yes, this time. And when you get the yes, that adds 0.2 to your score. And he had 2.8 average plus the 0.2, making another perfect score.
Yeah.
Another perfect score for F-Core.
I went poking around trying to find people who had something bad to say about F-Core. And I did find somebody. His lipos told me that motherfucker sucks because he's always setting me on fire!
Analog fire. Nice job, F-Core. I think I owe you another black star. So if you've won a perfect shirt in the past, I send you or hand you an iron-on star. So I think he's got 3 iron-on stars to put on there. I think we decided if someone gets a 5 to get a new shirt or something.
He's a 5-star general at this point.
He has so many shirts that he's gotten from us at this point for different reasons.
Yeah, got a whole wardrobe. I mean,
Basically, yeah. So yeah, we're branding F-Core. That's the plan.
At this point, if I see F-Core not wearing
Right.
a Super Critical T-shirt, I'm gonna be mad.
All right. If you're following along on the Menti voting form, let us know that you're ready. Ooh, this is so much fun. I love seeing people getting ready to vote. We'll get to, let's say, get 5. Then here we are. So next up, the randomizer has chosen Rob Groove. This is the first time for Rob Groove?
This might be a first time. Also, I saw somewhere... Props Off made a comment.
Oh yeah,
about,
comments.
After watching these videos, I might want to remove my submission.
No.
Don't.
oh, look
Keep
who's in the
it.
chat.
Goldfinger Stinker.
Rex Bishop
in the-
Finger
Coming in.
Operator.
But no, Props Off. Keep your video in the chat, man. We want to see them all, and we all want to offer. I know you're probably just joking, and being humble and whatever, but
Yes.
we're here to just we're all here because we want to propel things forward.
It is not a
So-
competition between pilots. It is our idea behind the show is watch a video and then find ways and things that the pilot can consider doing, or maybe tips they haven't thought of to help them improve. But
Yeah.
like if we get 10 perfect scores in a row, we're sending out 10 perfect shirts, and it's all. And what I think for me, having done this for over a year, the best part is watching someone progress over time. Danish Stallion comes to mind. He didn't score like super high on the scale that we had on his first video, and now it's like really difficult to find anything to tell him to improve upon. And that's why the crowd scoring is great, because the crowd can give a broader swath of feedback. So keep your videos in. It's an accelerator to getting good.
Shout out to F-Core for watching Super Critical on a 65-inch TV while cocking his dinner. Cooking his dinner.
Cocking that dinner.
He's cocking his dinner.
I don't know why you would want to see my face
I
blown
just
up.
missed that. Yep.
All right, up next, the randomizer has chosen Rob Groove. And
Yes, Rob, let's do it. Let's party, Rob.
I have a feeling that people are okay with the new scoring and the new scoring system. If you absolutely hate it, feel free to say so. But just from the amount of users and stuff, it looks pretty good. This one's called Pelagia Axopar, a cinematic Corfu FPV film.
Corfu. All right, let's do it. Oh, Corfu is okay. Pelagia. I wonder, is that Italy? I wonder. Pretty.
Was he on the boat? He wasn't on the boat, was he?
I don't know.
I didn't see anyone with goggles on the boat.
But I want to be here right now. This looks beautiful. There he is. Yeah, he is on the boat. He's on the
Okay.
boat.
The water's so calm.
I wonder what he's flying here.
It's a wing.
If that's a wing, that would be the most amazing wing flying ever.
I gotta
He's
imagine
finding
it's
a
not
way
an
to
open
yaw
shot.
on a wing.
It doesn't look like an. Oh yeah, well he's right in their faces. I get you.
Yeah. A commercial.
I just thought that.
Yeah.
It's like footage for the. Ooh.
Pop sticks.
That was great. I love that. All right, that we're at 3 minutes and 9 seconds here. Do we want to
Okay.
keep going? All right, it was just.
Let's talk about it real quick, because
You want to scroll it? I want to
Like-
scroll it back. We'll start it from the get.
yeah. Footage is stunning. Beautiful location. Your color grade looks great. My one suggestion here is just like as like from an editing standpoint, you're using a track that is very epic, but yet it's kind of like slow and languid, and your footage is also slow and languid. Like, I would love to see more variation within there. There are a couple of shots within the cut. Like this opening shot, fantastic. You got the birds flying through. You know, you have this really like pretty seaside town. You're going to the boat. But then there's a couple of shots where you're just kind of slowly going around the boat for a long period of time. That's also in slow motion. And rather than having like slow music with slow footage, I would rather have the slow music with footage that's got a little more variance in it. That's like in real time. That's moving a bit quicker, and maybe quicker cuts within there as well. Because there are some points where I just feel like we're sitting a little too long on these shots, and you might end up losing people. Yeah.
I'm gonna be really blatantly honest here. I can see that it is pretty, and I did notice the color grade, so I have that cursed upon me now. But it's a nice color grade, very pretty. But yeah, I agree. Like some of the shots felt long, and it was they felt like I was like, okay, I know what I'm looking at, and I don't need to keep rotating around it. And I mean, yeah. And then there was that one that one ridge run, which was I really enjoyed that. It was like the only shot like that you were kind of riding down, and it was a little bit more FPV-esque. But it's an interesting video for sure.
Yeah.
That's just some of my comments on it.
I can understand you really enjoying that, because I'm gonna guess that this was you going on a vacation, possibly with your family here, and you got a lot of really great footage, and you should be proud of the footage that you've captured, and proud of the time that you had here. I think, again, if you are setting the standard, you look at like someone like Jason Van Ellis, right? Who he'll do this sort of thing, take this kind of epic cinematic music, but you'll see that he's varying the tempo of the shots that he's using in there. So it doing slow with slow moving footage with slow music for an extended period of time is it's going to be very hard to keep interesting.
Just from a score perspective, again, scoring form is meant for FPV freestyle.
Yeah.
And we're applying it to cinematic, but obviously scored very high production quality of video, doing things right there. I think speed is how people is the area of improvement that you might want to consider. Maybe the difficulty as well. And I know that in cinematic kind of stuff, difficulty is a little bit different in how you achieve that. But just some food for thought. I saw that Goldfinger Operator in the chat said it's beautiful, but some parts hang a bit too long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
seeing if there's anything else that I missed that's a gem. All right, I don't see anything. So if you have any comments there, your average score here is a 2.3, and we'll go to the je ne sais quoi point. So if you turn your attention back to the voting form, give that a yes or no. Give that a couple more seconds here.
Average, we played your video. Sorry, man.
Yeah, we did, Average.
Good morning. He's sipping on his
I
cup
think
of
you'll
cafe.
I think you'll like our commentary. That was I won't spoil it. Someone else will spoil it, but looks like we're at 3 votes. The je ne sais quoi is a no. So 2.3 plus the no is 2.3 total score. I'm comfortable in saying 6 votes now. So who was this again? This is Rob Groove. Thank you very much for submitting. We look forward
nice stuff, Rob.
to seeing more. And maybe this is some helpful input for you. All right.
I wonder, an exercise that you could consider, if you wanted to, if you got the time and energy for it, taking all because I think you have all the footage. The footage, I feel like, is there. If you took it and tried re-editing it and not have everything play in slow-mo, be a little more selective about the moments you choose to play in slow motion. I think it would be interesting to see.
It's easy to get wrapped up in doing everything slow motion too, because everything looks good in slow motion. But if everything looks good in slow motion, then it's, I don't know, wears off.
Too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, head over to the link that is listed. That is the voting form that we use for the whole live stream. So no more needing to click multiple links in the chat. We're done with that. That was the past. We're in the future. We got 6 people who are ready to vote. Can we get to 7? A third of the audience who's watching right now. Can we get one more person logged into Menti? You don't even have to log in. You just go to Menti.com, and then it should be ready for you. Notice,
who do we got next?
I will. Once I see 7, I'll tell you. How about that?
Oh.
All right, there we go. 7. So up next, it is 33 FPV. 33.
All right, 33.
FPV.
He was in the chat.
Awesome. So let me advance this, and then we will throw this in. This one's called Freestyle Proxy Part 2. GoPro Hero 11 Mini Hyperview Lens Tree Style by 30.
It's so interesting that GoPro introduced Hyperview. The Action 2 came out with ultra wide, and people had very strong feelings about it. And now GoPro has the Hyperview, and I haven't heard the same type of talk about it.
So Hyperview is the super
ultra wide
widest.
Yeah.
And it's the answer to the Action 2's
ultra wide, yeah.
Widest view.
It looks like the same spot Swift Duck was.
This looks like a Florida spot that
Does look, yeah.
like Danish has flown. Maybe E-Rod too.
Nice.
Is this? Was there an event at this spot? I'm dying. That's probably not even the same place, but like that. Oh, this might be that Florida spot.
I think this is where they had that contest. Yeah.
Yeah, the one where Doom Rider won it
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
No, this was this year.
Oh, yeah, they just did that, right? And
I think this looks kind of similar to it.
ooh, I do find this satisfying. The fast, low cruise. I know yeah,
Yeah, that Danish tried diving this tower. I shouldn't say tried. He Danish dove that tower.
And Doom Rider did that tower dive in his winning freestyle run. I'd say I remember things.
I remember things.
I remember things.
Rumble in the jungle spot. It's been confirmed by Skydock.
So feel free to start entering your scores in when you feel like you've seen enough. Go ahead and hit submit. We will see the scores start to pop up for this pilot, the 8th pilot of the show. This is 33. Nice. All right, I think I've seen like that. I think that helps.
Yeah, I'm digging the track on this one too.
I like that type of maneuver, that kind of like half matty yaw track type thing. Peppering that type of movement that is kind of turning your direction of travel on its head a bit is, I think, always so impressive looking.
All right. So I'm gonna give that a pause. We only watch about 2.5 minutes of a video just to make sure that there's time for as many as we can. So gave that a pause. Go ahead if you've not already hit the submit button. Make your final adjustments to the sliders and go ahead and hit submit. The real-time updating. Looks like we have an average score right now of 2.3. Come on.
So
try to remind you.
Yeah, I'd like to hear other people's thoughts.
I'm fighting with airtime right now to rewind it.
That's the beginning.
Okay. Well, looking at the scores as they come in, a good amount of votes in. Speed is
good.
really benefiting this video.
Yeah.
2.9 on speed. So that's helping. Areas of possible improvement, difficulty, and variety. Those are 2 places that scored equal. And in this case, it averaged out as not having an impact. So it wasn't bad, but it didn't benefit. And so maybe adding a little bit more difficulty to the maneuvers or bring them in closer proximity to things as you do them. Or
that was my main thing. Because the speed is awesome, right? There's a lot of excuse me. There's a lot of points where he's ripping.
I love this.
But I wish he was hugging some of those tree stumps. You know what I mean? Like
I love this.
hugging the
section here.
trees closer.
I know we're asking for more variety and all that stuff, but this section of just cruising around really freaking fast and low, it feels really good. That's me. That's me. Anyways, loving this. All right. So looks like you're averaging out to 2.4 across 11 votes. So that's
solid score.
Solid score.
That's
and then,
a solid score, my friend.
JinxFPV point. And the way that I defined it, regardless of the scoring, would you want to watch this video again or tell someone to watch it? it's neither.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes something just
And if you-
appeals to you, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. If you want to, like, if you're used to our old scoring system and you want to kind of liken it to that, just multiply it by 10.
So also
Or add one, add a 0 to the decimal point, right? Or move the decimal point over one. That's what I meant to say.
I think so. I did a couple math models trying to figure out if this would be adding. So I'm looking, is there any comments? So we don't have comments in the form anymore because there's no more form because we're in the future. So you got to put them in the chat. We look in the chat.
So Goldfinger Operator, I see one comment that's been echoed twice. And I think some people like it, some people don't. The ultra wide / hyper view thing. I think when you really see it is on the yaw maneuvers. You can really see how it's distorting the perspective. Yeah, I don't know. That one seems to be kind of a polarizing topic. And then Goldfinger Operator, that he's making a comment that I don't quite understand. Loose the subject in the burr.
You lose the subject in the blur when it's
Lose
real
the
wide.
sub-
I guess maybe you tend to get a little bit more blur the wider it is.
Yeah, lose the subject in the burr.
The burr.
Burr.
It's all
Brr.
You gotta lose the subject in the burr, bro.
I'm gonna say the je ne sais quoi point is a yes.
That is a yes.
So if we go to 2.4 plus the 0.2 that je ne sais quoi adds, that's a 2.6.
It's a
Really
solid
nice score. Super solid score.
Yeah.
Nice job. 33. And this coming up on the last
Carbon
one. here.
Cage, happy belated birthday.
Hey, happy
He was
birthday, man.
6 years
Birthday,
old
Carbon
on the
Cage.
last stream. 7 years old now. Happy birthday, my dude. Keep
Man,
ripping.
I remember when I was 7.
Oh
I
my
don't.
gosh. I loved how we were like, he's not 7.
We didn't have
I
cell
still- I
phones
still-
back then.
I still kind of don't believe it. So, but I'll choose to believe it. So, anyways, what's up, Carbon Cage? This is the last one of the randomizer, and because we have extra time, I'm gonna go back to the Discord server and try to pick up all the ones that we didn't get to, and we'll go for the next 20 minutes or so. But let's get to 6 people who say yes on this screen, and then we'll load up the next one. There we go. We got 4 people. And if you haven't already, go to menti.com, use the code 57109229, or just hit the link in the description, and we will go from there. So 6 people have said yes, they're ready to vote.
Let's
Up next,
do it.
we got
Let's party.
JBoFPV.
J-Bo.
I've seen a couple things from JBo.
Was he in the
Pass.
chat earlier? I think I saw him in the chat earlier.
All right. I don't know. I don't remember saying. So this one's called Ghost FPV Freestyle Drone.
Could be making it up.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, Jam, I remember his house here.
They were building the house across the street.
Across the street. Yeah, is it there now?
It's there now.
It looks like it's there now.
Ooh, they ruined it.
they ruined
ruined
his flying spot. Neighbors better be cool. I see all the trees. Well, I can't tell if there's some foliage on some of those trees. And all I can think of is all the raking that needs to get done in the fall.
I remember the first video, and I don't think JBo was messing with those trees in the back in the way he's doing now. So that's cool to see that. He's still going on the neighbor's property.
He was
Oh, no, that's his property.
messing.
Yeah.
He was messing on his neighbor's property a lot more. There goes the neighborhood.
I know. Nice. Can't flip the mat like that. Oh, got the
Get
trippy in
it.
there too.
I don't think he trippied in the last one.
Did it?
I could be wrong.
I am staring at that gap he did in the first time we saw this.
Under the deck?
Under the deck? Yeah. I want to see that again.
So dark. That's the only negative I could probably say about this. It's very, very dark.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's, I mean, obviously it's later in the day,
Yeah.
so he doesn't have as much light available to him. But I also don't know if it's like the color grade that's doing it.
Oh,
Not the branch with
he's
him.
got a stick. He's got a poker. He's gonna poke himself. No, you're gonna poke somebody.
Poke the kid. Get back to raking. Ooh, did you see the spark?
I did see the spark.
Yeah.
That sparky
Nice, J-Bo.
Nice job, Jibo.
Really good.
Nice. I really hope those neighbors are cool across the street for, you know, especially since they took away your flying spot.
How dare they? All right. So just looking at the scores that we've collected so far across 6 folks, intentionality, it looks very intentional. I noticed that, especially with pilots who are flying in very familiar spots, because you know where everything is, and it does leave an impression when you're driving from one obstacle to another obstacle. You can see that. I think that's true, and I agree there. Looks like the area of improvement that the audience spotted was production quality. Maybe that's a little bit of what Jinx was saying. It looks dark.
Yeah.
It is a 1-pack, right? So there was no edit there, I don't think. So not sure what else can be done in that.
It's one of those. It's one of those things where, you know, like I understand the conditions of it all, right? Like it was late in the day, and you're flying when you get to fly, right? But unfortunately, the GoPro can only handle so much, you know, in terms of low light. And I remember this flying with the dudes up in Portland in the PWX and them. I remember at one point I was chasing a trick that I really wanted to get, and PWX was just like, dude, just stop. It's way too late. And if you get this trick now, then you're going to look at the footage and you're going to hate it because it's going to look awful.
That's
you
fair.
know.
You put in
and he was
hours
right.
on that line. You put in days on that line. There
Yeah.
was I've never seen, like, that was a lot. I mean, we were there for multiple days in a row, so it didn't feel like it, but if you were to spread that out over, that's like trying to chase the line for like 6 weeks straight. You know, like 6 weekends.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? And you think about it, because you know
Yeah.
a normal session is like 5 hours, and you know we were working at like a job out there. Anyways,
Yeah.
all right, so
Jabo is in the chat. What's up, dude?
what's up, Jabo?
Thanks for submitting.
Remedy's in there. What's
he
up,
said
Brian?
wrong LUT.
Remedy.
So I think one thing you can do, Jabo, and I don't know what you're editing in, but generally there will be a parameter called like exposure that you can bring up. In this case, I don't know how much it would help because that LUT might be crushing the blacks, but if you bring the exposure of it up a little bit, it could help a bit next time. But like I get it. You can fly when you get to fly when you get to fly, and if it was before sundown, like then that's what it is.
All right, so we're at the Genesequa point section of the voting. While we wait for that to come in, I have to ask, Rex Snow, does it sound better? I hope it does. Rex Snow was like, I have to give you something. Don't let me forget to give you something, because I saw Rex Snow yesterday at the amazing event he had. And I was like, oh, what is he going to give me? Is it going to be a sticker or something? And he hands me a freaking microphone. It's like, you sound awful on the live stream.
Yeah.
And I tried not to take it. And I was like, dude, I have that stuff. And blah, blah, blah. Reason. Excuse. And he would not let me deny it. So I hope that the effort, I hope it sounds better. I hope your ears aren't bleeding, because I got the impression they were.
Dan,
J-Bo.
I just wanted to tell you that Connor just posted a video of the event yesterday on YouTube.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we should take a look at that.
For sure.
J-Bo, I want to know, are the neighbors that built the house across the street cool?
He said they are.
He said they are.
Someone, his neighbor came over with mixed drink.
Oh.
I don't know if that
Awesome.
was before or after he experienced you flying and buzzing his house. J-Bo, your score coming off the average was 2.2. You got the Je ne sais quoi points. That adds another 0.2. You leave today with a 2.4.
Nice.
Solid score.
Solid,
All right. So that takes us to the end of the randomized list. Let me go back in the Discord server. Looks like Austin.
Good night, J-Bo.
Good night, J-Bo. Looks like Austin Inspired came in. I'm going to grab his link. We got a little bit of time.
Austin. There we go.
Yeah. That's a dude that he
I wanna
also
meet that
started
dude.
submitting pretty early on, like when he started flying. He's been just getting after it, like chasing it, right? And we have seen the large improvements that he's made since he began flying.
All right, we got 20 people watching. Let's watch Austin Inspired's video when we get to 5. 5 people are saying that they're ready to score the next video. So if you haven't already, hit the link. Go to the scoring solution that we're using. Hit yes, and we will move forward. It looks like there's a couple other folks who got in, and we're going to try to get through as many as we can, given that there's still people saying yes, that they're ready to vote. Looks like we have 8 minutes left. Give me one more out there that is ready to vote on this next one. Anyone? There we go. Here we go. This is Austin Inspired.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. This is 12 months of full commitment, all the send, and this one's hashtag for the Don.
For the Don.
This is the first place that we saw a video. Awesome. Whoa.
Nice.
Full commit.
Nice. Looking a lot smoother too. Is this a newer video or is this an older video? Nice.
That's new. That was solid, dude. Is this 12? This is 12 months of flying.
Double yaw. Double jaw spin.
No edit so far, huh?
No edit, no.
Damn, son.
Austin has like also been a lot about linking these different tricks together, and he's gotten comfortable with the Maddie maneuvers early.
Yeah.
I think he's got such a great training ground for it too, because like especially something like this, you have a variety of. Oh, you stinker!
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's a. I don't know if everyone's gonna catch that, but that was a super tight thing to trip you through. It's for the truss or whatever you want to call it. That was awesome.
Did he get it?
Yeah, he got it.
Are you sure? I think
Yeah.
he went wide on it. I'm gonna look at it again.
No, he went through it at the very beginning, and then he
Yeah.
went wide the second
Oh,
time
on the
around.
second time through. This is it, right here.
I believe so. So he does it at the beginning,
He gets it here.
right here, and then he went through it.
And then
I think he went through it, and then you just can't see it.
the second time. I mean, it's
No,
good either way.
He was on
It's
time.
really good either way.
We're just at that point, Austin, where I get super nitpicky out of respect. All right, so if you haven't already, submit your scores. I was so busy watching, I didn't do that, and I'm doing it now. Let me think.
I think the one thing.
Let's play this a little bit more, just there you go, like that.
So there are two things that, like, you know, when I've talked to Austin, gaps being one of them. He hits a killer gap here in that.
Yeah, that was
ladder
the blind.
That is
Well, the-
sick.
Yeah.
The other thing that I think that Austin could kind of take a look at exploring still is his speed.
I was just gonna say that for me. Yeah. Okay. So I agree, and I'm looking at the 7 votes that we got in areas of that are working for you. Intentionality looks like you're meaning every movement that you're doing around that specific obstacle that you're doing it around. Difficulty is tough. There's no question on that.
Yeah.
But speed here, and I think that there's two things that can help you with speed. One, whenever you're flying, fly close to something. Like, you know, if you're cruising along, like proximity is going to help the impression of speed. The ground, a wall, get close to something. Like there, you know, just get closer to something. Any side of the screen.
So like someone that's a great example of this sort of thing is like A-Tech. A-Tech is always fucking balls to the wall. I don't think his stick ever goes below half throttle. And then also someone who's not really like super freestyle based, but it's Ken FPV. He does a lot of super fast lines, but he's always hugging obstacles close, like flying close to buildings and hitting gaps at speed.
That's the thing here, right? Is that these obstacles are very large, and so Austin Inspired is hauling ass to get from around obstacles. These are big obstacles, and like you can tell, it's just that we're losing that sense of speed because of if like the closest thing is the ground, you're like 4 or 5 feet away versus being 1 foot. And so you could reclaim that impression of speed by simply just tightening up to something, and it'll give us a speed reference point. So that's, I think, from an improvement area, that's the only place. Looks like your average score here is a 2.5.
Really good.
Really, really good. And so let's go to the JinxFPV point, and let's see what the folks have to say. And then while we collect that, I think this is the moment to I really appreciate you, Goldfinger Operator, for shaming me into honoring the audience more. Average FPV says, what a spot, and you have that the Maddie type moves down for sure. Goldfinger Operator says, I'd like to see some low fast stuff too. Average FPV says, Mika's videos are also always super fast and the crashes are spectacular.
That is
Speed
another
makes
one. Yeah.
even a simple roll through a gap look amazing.
Yes. That's 100% true.
HX says, man, way to kill it. F course says, Austin, fire, 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 fire. Horn, 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 horn. And F course says, bro, that was sick. So feel free to read the comments. And looks like the Janessa Qua comes in a yes. So what is that? A 0.2 plus 2.5 to 2.7.
2.7.
Solid. All right, up next. All right, if I think we got time for one more.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, are you coughing because your lungs are filling with smoke because of all of that fire?
Watch me set my camera on fire one day.
My voice is having troubles keeping up with me today.
All right, so we're at the end of the show. Can we do one more?
Last one. Let's do last one. Yeah.
Last one. So we got 19 people. Okay, 5 people are saying that they want to see the next one. That's enough. We got Props Off, who submitted right after Austin F. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Austin's part. No, it was Off Axis FPV. So Jabo was the last of the thing. I just want to be fair. So Austin Inspired, and then Off Axis FPV was the next person. So this one is Off Axis FPV. I'm loving this new format. I really think.
What do you guys think?
Yeah,
what do you guys think of the new scoring system and all that good stuff?
The Menti and all that stuff.
Yeah. You guys digging it? Do you like the pace of this better? Let us know.
Yeah.
We're always looking for ways to improve, and we think this is heading in the right direction.
All right. So this one's called Frozen, I'm Yours, Long Range Ice Cap, Peak Mountain, 7-inch.
Ooh.
Rad, lithium ion, 6S2P, 5000 mod, 21. All the specs in there.
I want to do long range so bad.
On the way from West Coast. Yeah, on the way back. We'll chart a path. Or the way to West Coast, I think. We gotta figure that out.
I'm definitely looking forward to West Coast Throwdown this year.
Oh, what a tease! Climbing with no diving? You can't just climb. What?
Very pretty locale. Looks like it was cold as shit. There were icicles on what was a waterfall at one point.
There's a lot of teasing here. There's a lot of just teasing me here.
Is it choking up for you guys?
It stopped once, but then it came back.
Right.
I'm at a minute 38 on my end.
Average says he likes the 5-point scale better.
Okay. Nice.
Did you just see the music edit? The edit to the music?
Yeah.
The boop, 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 boop.
I would have a hard time judging this. Only because It is like a long range video, right? From a production standpoint, I would say this. It took us over a minute to get to the first actual dive on the spot.
Yes.
And I think that's asking your audience of way too much. Way too long before you get into some action there.
I just I'm gonna from my perspective, I felt that way. And
Yeah.
I know that I shouldn't go into any video expecting to see anything, but when I see long range and I see mountain and I see that it's pretty vertical, I just can't help but think we're gonna see a really tight dive really soon. And and that was the part. I think it goes back to what Jinx was saying earlier. It's really satisfying when you see something in a video and then the pilot does the thing.
Yeah.
It feels really good. And so if that doesn't happen, you kind of there's like an expectation that isn't met. So that is nothing malicious there, right? It's just I'm just giving you my honest feedback on that particular video that we saw from you off axis. Off axis, yeah.
I would say one of the things, and I don't know if this is exactly the case here, but one of the things that I see people do sometimes is they have a song in mind that they want to use, and they'll be like, they love the song, they put it in their timeline, and they see that this song is 3 minutes, whatever seconds long, and the build-up doesn't happen until a minute and a half in, and so then they feel like they have to edit to the song, and they have to, hold off there. And cut it down, man. Cut the song down.
You can always edit the song to make it sound like you didn't edit it too. That's what I tend to do with mine. You can always splice parts together, and if you do it well enough, people can't really tell.
Yeah, lift a measure or two out of there. Take that minute and a half intro and cut it down and make it 30 seconds or less even.
Or you could always pivot and use another song, right? I mean, like, there's a saying about do what's right for the piece itself, and sometimes that means making a change, right, based upon what you got. Looking at the scores, right, so as on the talking heads here, average score is coming out to be 1.8. What's working for you is production quality. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. I agree.
Yeah.
And that's really helping. Speed is the area of improvement that you might want to consider. And then let's toggle over. So 1.8, and let's toggle over to the je ne sais quoi point. While people vote, I'm going to scan through the comments. GFO says, intro made me feel like he ran out of battery at or before the summit. Props off says, Marcel, you got some sports balls flying that. 12-pack a day habit says it was pretty decent. Just needed a badass dive at the end to get the payoff for the viewer. I agree. I need some payoff. Looking for other comments. Did I miss any here? Okay. Looks like we're getting the je ne sais quoi. So that's coming out of the yes. So the 0.2 plus the 1.8 lands you at a total score of 2.0.
Nice.
And just because folks are starting to fade and also feeling a little ill, I'm going to say that's going to call it for the night.
Wait.
Yeah.
Before we go, let's watch do we have Connor put the thing in of the...
It's in the Chicagoland Discord.
Oh, can you copy that into the thing here, Brad?
Yep,
Do you know where you got it handy?
And while Brad does that, just a couple of reminders. I think we have some new watchers. Super Critical FPV interactive FPV show video contest is coming up. Submissions are going to go to. It's sponsored by Fly High FPV of flyhighfpv.com. After
Really
seeing it
outdid
in
yourself,
analog.
man. This is nuts.
This was a fun course.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time talking over this because it's good to relive this. It looks dope.
We are going to be doing another race here. If anyone wants to come out to
January.
beautiful Bloomingdale, Illinois, in January, we're going to be hosting another race here.
Dude, I got a digital rig. I got a digital micro with ducks on it. Anyways, so the Supercritical video contest, that is coming up. So 23rd, January 23rd is when submissions will be due by. It'll be 60 seconds long. We will pick the top 10 and do live voting on those on the following show after the 23rd. I don't know what date that is. Maybe the 6th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's motors, there's cash, there's sponsorships. And then there's just the glory.
The glory of being a
victory.
Winner.
Yeah.
So we had over 100 submissions last time, and again, we're gonna get down to the top 10 before the show even happens. So that should be a lot more pleasurable for everyone involved. Man, Connor, you're killing it. This is great footage. So cool looking. If you would like to be on the next show, hit up our Discord server, Supercritical Interactive. I think there's a link in the live stream description. Join our little community there. Anything that's submitted after today's show that we haven't watched will be submitted for scoring next time. I'm trying to think of anything. I know that one person said that they liked the 5-point scoring system. Just curious on how people feel about the 3-point scoring system.
Yeah.
For simplicity. So feel free to give us some feedback.
Honestly, when you first told me about the 3-point thing, I was apprehensive about it.
Yeah.
But then your logic of like it being on the 3-point scale makes it much clearer of like, does this need help? Is this great, or is this just kind of not really a topic of discussion? You know what I mean? I think it makes it a lot clearer.
I just had a hard time with the 2 and the 4, right? In terms of, like, that made me, as someone who is watching and trying to score, like, for me, I'm a really binary thinker. It's like, for this particular video, and it just kind of helps me not compare one pilot's video against another. It just makes me compare one pilot's video against the video of that pilot. So that's my thought, but I'm very prone to being wrong, and we're always looking to improve. Jinx, I hope that this wasn't too painful for you. I think people like.
Thanks for having me on.
I think people like you. Don't think that you're not going to be on. I think we're doing more things, more talking heads than just me and Dan. So thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate that.
Dude, you're in the Supercritical crew, so
I'm usually the silent partner. That's how I operate.
We love you. We appreciate you. And if you love Jinx being on camera, let us know.
He's the silent but deadly one, because he kills them all with kindness, not with farts.
But thank you very much for watching. We'll see everyone in 2 weeks. Looking forward to the next videos. Had a lot of fun today. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Bye. All right.